Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the Red Cross asks people across the nation and here in the mountains to help save lives with much needed donations. An eastern Kentucky crews worked to repair the many damaged bridges left behind after July's devastating flash flooding.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
5:31, it's Tuesday. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. And let's take it over to Brandon Robinson for a look at our forecast this morning. And Brandon, it's a much different story to tell this morning. Yesterday we had rain. This morning we have fog.
All right.
We always have fog.
Yes. And we ended up with, I don't think we mentioned this on air or not, but we ended up with 22 days in August of fog. So again.
You did some research.
Yeah, I did some research, put a graphic out. But again, we're talking about the old wives' tale, how many days or mornings in August that you have fog is how many days of snow you'll have in the wintertime. But here is the thing. That could be a trace of snow for 22 days, or it could be more. So
maybe it's a trace.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, let's get into it this morning. And you're seeing some white out there, but it is fog this morning instead of snow. Zero visibility in a lot of locations, and that is slowly creeping south. So be aware of that, you folks down into the Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia borders there that are not seeing a whole lot of fog yet. It's coming your way. Pikeville, US 119, US 23 over there at the intersection. Some traffic, but not a whole lot of fog just yet. Keeping an eye on that area, though, as it continues to drift south. Temperatures 66 Clintwood, 68 Hazard, 68 Irvin, Moorhead, 68 Williamsburg, 69 in Harlan and Middlesboro, 64 Wise, and 70 in several locations. Look at those dew points way up there close to 70. That means it's basically soup out there this morning, and it's air you can wear that you're feeling today. Foggy this morning, chances for rain back and forth throughout the day, maybe some rumbles with thunder as we get deeper into the afternoon hours. I'll have the rest of the extended forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Well, a woman in southeastern Kentucky is confessing to a July murder. State police say Karen Clemens is charged in connection to the death of Mary King Abrams in Jackson County. Clemens was already behind bars when officers say she confessed to the killing. Samantha Valentino has new details.
Kentucky State Police have made an arrest in connection to the death of an 83-year-old Jackson County woman. According to an arrest citation obtained by WKYT, 43-year-old Karen Clemens has now been charged with murder. Mary King Abrams was found dead in her McKee home on July 23rd. Jackson County Judge Executive Shane Gabbard told WKYT that the Jackson community is saddened by the death of Abrams. He says that situations like this aren't common in this community. Detective Ethan Lakes found a TV that had been stolen from Abrams' home. An arrest citation for Karen Clemens says she sold the stolen TV 2 days after Abrams was found dead. Surveillance video from a gas station near Abrams' home obtained by Detective Lakes shows Clemens and Abrams driving a Ford Escape on the morning of July 22nd, the day before Abrams was found dead. KSP says a 2017 Ford Escape was also stolen from the home. The arrest citation states that Clemens admitted to driving the stolen vehicle to sell the TV. She was charged with 2 counts of receiving stolen property. Friday, staff at the Jackson County Detention Center, where Clemens was being lodged, told Detective Lakes that Clemens wanted to speak with him about the murder of Mary Abrams. According to an arrest citation, Detective Lakes went to the Jackson County Detention Center to conduct an interview with Clemens. During that interview, she confessed to killing Mary Abrams by stabbing her one time with a knife. Clemens is lodged here at the Jackson County Detention Center. She's now been charged with murder in addition to those 2 counts of receiving stolen property. This investigation remains ongoing. In Jackson County, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
We will, of course, keep you updated on this story as we learn more information. Well, over in Wayne County, 2 men are behind bars after drug trafficking incidents. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office arrested Jared Gregory after deputies found 3 grams of meth, 5 hydrocodone tablets, illegal narcotics, a glass smoking pipe containing meth residue, and a .22 caliber handgun. The arrest happened around 4:30 Sunday afternoon on Kelly Lane, Span Hill Road in Monticello. Gregory was charged with multiple drug trafficking charges, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, and possession of drug paraphernalia. He was taken to the Wayne County Detention Center. And the Wayne County Sheriff's Office also brought William Daniel into custody. The incident occurred at about 8 o'clock Sunday evening. Deputies saw a vehicle making a traffic violation between Kentucky 90 and Kentucky 92. Daniel was known to deputies as a person of interest after the sheriff's office had received several drug trafficking complaints in the last several weeks. A deputy canine alerted on the vehicle's passenger side door for the presence of narcotics. A vehicle search found that there was more than 35 grams of meth in that car. Daniel was charged for trafficking in a controlled substance and for the traffic violation. He was also taken to the Wayne County Detention Center. It is National Blood Donation Week. It's usually held the first week in September each year during National Preparedness Month. During the summer months, blood donation centers tend to see less people come and contribute. This has led to a severe blood shortage across the nation, and the Red Cross says every 2 seconds someone is in need of blood. In Kentucky, natural disasters like the recent flooding experienced in the mountains can make it harder for people to go out and donate blood. There are a few locations you can go to and donate this week. Pikeville, Corbin, Mount Vernon, Harlan, and Somerset all have blood donation centers. You can go and donate. 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet is now working to repair bridges that were damaged in the eastern Kentucky floods. The governor's office says 1,100 sites were assessed for damage by inspectors in July. 170 bridges were identified for replacement or repair. 100 of those require replacements of the superstructure, which is the area at the top of the bridge. There's 33 structures they are working to quickly replace. All are expected to be ready for construction by the end of the month and replaced by the end of the current construction season. Hundreds of bridges were broken during last month's flash flooding, causing people across the region to be stranded in their homes. A group of people in Knott County were stranded in their homes for days after their main bridge broke, and Judge Executive Jeff Dobson says the county is doing everything it can to build it back quickly and safely.
We didn't plan this. We couldn't plan for it. And, you know, we're doing the very best of our ability, working with the state and local leaders in our eastern region, with the folks on the federal level, to get everything that we can to try to get restored as fast as possible.
Officials say the county has already started getting new permanent bridges approved, and the building process will begin very soon. Over in Boyd County, the Catlettsburg Labor Day Parade is a long-standing tradition in the community. This year's parade was extra special, though. It was a memory of Corporal Jacob Moore this year, the Ashland native killed in a NATO military training in Norway earlier this year. Lisa Feinstein talked to Moore's family about honoring their fallen hero.
2022 Grand Marshal Jacob Moore and his family representative. Let's give him a big hand.
A special Labor Day for the Moore family as they led the parade with their fallen hero watching over them.
He would love it, but he was bashful. He's not an upfront person, but he'd love it.
Corporal Jacob Moore died in a NATO training in Norway earlier this year. The city of Catlettsburg felt it was only right to have his family be the Grand Marshal in this year's Labor Day parade. Moore's grandfather, Mike Steele, has been working on a special car for this in his honor.
There's no way I wouldn't have done it, man. And when I found out that let us be a Grand Marshal, I wanted to make sure I ordered everything, got everything planned ahead.
In just a week and a half's time, the car came together, combining the corporal's dedication to the Marines and his love of race cars he shared with his grandfather.
He helped me on the race car, so he went into service. When he was a little boy, he'd come to the garage and help me, and Papa, I want to do this, Papa, I want to do that.
The community showed up in full force despite the downpour of rain throughout the day.
It feels great, man. I just kind of sad. I thought, well, man, it's not going to be a lot of people and stuff here and stuff, but man, we come here and everybody here supported us at Catlettsburg. I love Catlettsburg. They're such a good city.
Lisa Feinstein, WSAZ News Channel 3, Catlettsburg.
The parade's theme this year was saluting America's armed forces yesterday, today, and tomorrow. One Tennessee town is gearing up for some fun in the next few weeks. The Triple Threat Festival weekend will be taking place in Cumberland Gap, Tennessee on September 4th. The first festival is an event which will have more than 30 vendors lining up from Cowan and Lynn Avenues from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., but the shops will actually remain open until 5 p.m. The second event is the Harvest Moon Festival. The event will also have artists and vendors with a wide range of product creations, food and drinks. This event will also go from 10 to 4. Finally, the third is the 5th annual Mountain Fiesta. The Fiesta will have live music, including several Grammy nominees from 2 international groups. That event goes from 10 to 9. Well, just ahead this morning, the attempted lawsuit against the famous rock band won't see its day in court. Those reasons why in just a few minutes.
Rain chances will continue to plague us the next few days, but there are some bright spots at times. I'll have the latest in about 3 minutes.